Hello, hello. Welcome to Inklings with Irena, the weekly energy show connecting you to your intuitive guidance system. And today I want to talk about welcoming in a fresh start, a new beginning, and how to clear the slate with 3 specific questions. If we haven't met yet, my name is Irena Miller, and I'm an intuitive energy coach and speaker, and I've been guiding women for over 20 decades in how to communicate and to connect with something bigger than themselves, to connect with that peace that passes all understanding through a variety of rituals and sacred practices. This is my joy. And this is what I'm sharing with you today, because as we're on the precipice of this fresh new start, I have a lot of my one-on-one clients coming to me who've been hit with anxiety and overwhelm, frustration even. A lot of them are frustrated at the idea and the thought of, I need a word for the new year for a beginning, or I need to focus on what I'm doing, what my goals are. And this anxiety is starting to pick up. So as you hop on, give me a quick hello. Elena, wonderful to have you. Ray, good morning. Heather, hello, hello. Happy New Year. And as you join in, maybe let me know where you're watching from, most definitely, as we ring in this new year. But also, you may have encountered this overwhelming wave that hit within the last week and a half or so. My Voxer, my phone, my message system has been blowing up from my one-on-one clients as they too have been experiencing a lot of extra intense emotions. Now, the first question to ask yourself is, what exactly are you picking up and feeling? Take a moment to identify the feeling, the energy, the emotion. Because, for example, one of my clients contacted me and her frustration was forecasting and planning for the new year. She's not one to write things out and, put everything into a plan for 4 quarters. She does do that, but it just doesn't feel right to her. She's more of a feeling person. So what she discovered, what we did using my unique systems and strategies, is that we created a very sacred practice for her to engage in, which used crystals and crystal grids to manifest specific feelings she wanted to have for the new year, which was to grow her one-on-one business into a group program, from local into online. And she felt very, very good about that. She felt great. In fact, it wasn't a technique she had used, and she was already seeing momentum in her business from that. So there are ways that you want to just check in and feel. I had another client who contacted me who was frustrated with this sense of a need to come up with a word for the new year. They didn't want to box themselves in. And in fact, the word that they had chosen for 2019, they have now come to really just bristle. I don't want to use strong words like hate, but they really do not want to hear that word. So when you feel into this new year and you're looking to clear the slate and open something up to new opportunity, what I invite you to do is to give yourself that moment again to tune into a feeling sense and check in that you're not tuning into the group collective and picking up on all their energy and anxieties and worries. One of the greatest ways that you can do that I brought my client through was give yourself a moment to ground and call your attention and awareness back to you. Take a moment to realize that if you've been out in crowds, or if you've been watching end of the year shows or reading these wonderful emails that are going out, these summaries, if it's stirring things up within you of maybe worries and frustrations that you didn't accomplish what you wanted in this year, or you're not as far as you thought you would be, or how will you ever get to the next step, and give yourself a moment to breathe. Ground, call your thoughts back to you, and rather than focusing on a word for the new year, tune into a feeling that you wish to experience. And you don't even have to say, this is the feeling for the year, but just give yourself one direction. Because here's the thing when it comes to manifesting is that we don't want to try to take a whole year at a time to manifest. You want to work in smaller chunks. just because think about any long-term goal. If you say, okay, I've got, a whole year to lose 20 pounds, I'm going to do this, we lose interest, right? Everybody's joining gyms at the new year, and the people who are regular attendees at the gyms know that by February, they'll finally have the gym back because people, they lose the motivation. So when we're manifesting, we go in little small chunks. So maybe you pick a feeling for this week, maybe even for the day that you tune into. All right, and then finally, the last thing to clear the slate and give you a high vibe energy to kick off this fresh start is to notice when you have picked up on anxiety and overwhelm that is not yours. This has been a very big piece of these last 2 weeks, again, with holidays, seeing family that maybe we haven't seen in a while, wrapping up a year, looking forward to the new year. So much can hit us. And I had a client, one-on-one client, who went out like a week and a half ago on a Saturday going shopping. And by the time dinner hit, she knew she wasn't herself. And at that point, it can become so frustrating because it's like, what practice do I go to? How do I shift my energy? I call it pulling up. Sometimes I feel like when a wave of anxiety hits me or depression, like a plane spiraling down, it's like, wait, pull up, pull up, pull up. And the first thing that I highly, highly encourage you is to call out for help. So for myself, when I got hit with a big wave this past Monday of just anxiety and worry, first thing I did was I called on my angels for help. And the funny thing is because I know I do my practice. I show up every day and I do my practice, which is I meditate. I practice good energetic hygiene, meaning I clear my field of other people's energy that I pick up. It happens. We're just, spiritual beings having this human experience. We're going to pick up energy around us. So it's important, like washing our hands, to clear it out every day. Well, what I end up doing is I rely on that practice. So when I called on angels for help on Monday, feeling that anxiety, and I went out with my daughter to the mall, we were returning something. She was using a gift card. It was wonderful because the lady checking us out at one of the stores, her name tag said Angie. That's confirmation to me that my angels are with me. So out of the blue that would happen. But I know to look for those things. That's part of my everyday practice in speaking, learning how to speak an intuitive language so I can stay connected and communicate with my guides and angels through all of these practices, through these rituals. And that's going to be a big piece of this new year going in. I'm going to be sharing a lot of the rituals that I've been doing with my one-on-one students and in my small group program, bringing that out and even expanding it for my clients. Because as I spoke with this client who'd been hit with this wave of just intense energy and feeling of just swamp of sadness, what we came to realize was that she picked up so many other people's energy. And when we get to that state of just, like we can't even move, none of our regular tools seem to be working, first thing, call out for help. Every day as I get ready to jump out of bed, I say a wonderful mantra that I learned from my teacher, which is, may God go before me and show me the way today. And I know that when I say that there will always be pathways opening to me. If I call out for help, I know the help will come. I'll see those little signs like Angie on the name tag. I'll get a phone call from an old friend. Somebody will say they've been thinking about me, reaching out. It's amazing when you open yourself up to this world of unseen helpers, this wonderful invisible network that where we're all connected on like a web. One of us kind of, has a wobbly moment and it sends a vibration out. Think about that moment when you were feeling so down or so frustrated and you got a message from a friend and they're like, I was just thinking about you. How you doing? Just felt like I should reach out. Notice those moments in time because that's confirmation that, I want to say the Force, right? Just saw Star Wars, that it's real, that there is this unseen, invisible connection to our friends, our family, to the world. So wrapping up, what I encourage you all to do is practice good energetic hygiene every day. That means ground and clear your energy space by calling your spirit back home, releasing other people's energy, and filling yourself up with activities that feed your spirit. So Amanda, so great to have you. Renee, yay. Murphy, happy birthday. I saw that it's your birthday today. Woohoo! It's wonderful to have all of you. Know that I'm sending out so much love and so many New Year's blessings to you. I feel truly blessed that you are here with me, that you are doing this wonderful inner energy work, because because it is making a difference in the world. You are elevating and raising the vibration of the planet, of one another. And if you are ready, if this has rung for you in your heart and you're ready for that next step, make sure you click the link and take that next step. It's a wonderful adventure, and it's great to have friends to be on the party and the adventure with you. Okay, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Oh, love you, Irena. And love you, Ray. I'm reading you. Love you, Ray. I feel so blessed to know you. And thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. Okay, bye-bye, guys. Catch you on the flip side.